Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, parents, guardians, and friends. It is my immense pleasure to welcome you all today to the 30th Sunway University Convocation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you to please stand, if you are able to, as we welcome the academic procession. Please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our distinguished guests, Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, board members, and members of the Academic Senate. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Malaysia. Please be seated.
Tan Sri Datuk Seri Sir Dr. Jeffrey Chia is the founder and chairman of Sunway Group, one of Southeast Asia's leading conglomerates, and the founder and trustee of the Jeffrey Chia Foundation. Born in Ipoh, in the state of Perak in Malaysia, Tan Sri Sir grew up in the small tin mining town of Pusing, 200 kilometers north of Kuala Lumpur, where he witnessed the aftermath of destructive mining activities and many families trapped by poverty with limited opportunities. But from these hardships, a deep understanding took root, one that would chart the course of his life. These formative experiences shaped Tan Sri Sir's convictions that quality education is the key to breaking the cycle of poverty and misery, and that sustainable development is vital to the nation's progress and future well-being. After returning from Melbourne, Australia as a business graduate, he joined a local motor assembly plant as an accountant. He turned to entrepreneurship not long after, with a bold vision to transform 800 acres of abandoned mining lakes into Sunway City, Kuala Lumpur today, Southeast Asia's model integrated and sustainable township. Tan Sri Sir's business success paved the way for him to fulfill a lifelong dream of setting up a foundation dedicated to nation building and making a far-reaching impact on society. The Jeffrey Chia Foundation is today the largest of its kind in advancing education in Malaysia, with more than 3 billion ringgit gifted and endowed to society in perpetuity. By the end of 2026, the foundation will have awarded more than 1 billion ringgit in scholarships and grants to make quality education affordable and accessible for young and deserving students. Tan Sri Sir is also committing 100 million ringgit a year for a total of $500 million ringgit by 2030 to establish one of Malaysia's largest education endowment funds. This endowment will support academic excellence, research and innovation at Sunway University in perpetuity. The foundation has also forged active partnerships with world-renowned universities, including the University of Cambridge, University of Oxford, and Lancaster University in the UK, as well as Harvard University and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the US. Such collaborations create powerful bridges for knowledge transfer, bringing world-class expertise within reach of young people across the region. In 2019, the Jeffrey Chia Biomedical Centre was established at the University of Cambridge as the centerpiece of the Cambridge Biomedical Campus, the largest biotech cluster outside the US, to advance biomedical research by world-leading experts. Through the foundation, Tan Sri Sir has also gifted $25 million to the United Nations to establish the Jeffrey Sachs Center on Sustainable Development, the Asia headquarters of the UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network, and the Sunway Center for Planetary Health. Based at Sunway University, these entities are working with leading global institutions to further advance the sustainability agenda around the world. Tan Sri Sir is one of 4 co-chairs driving Mission 4.7, a global initiative for the United Nations that aims to mandate governments worldwide to include a sustainability curriculum in schools. In recognition of his extraordinary achievements and services to education, healthcare, and philanthropy, Tan Sri Sir is the first Malaysian to be conferred the Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire by His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom. Tan Sri Sir was also conferred the Order of the Rising Sun Gold Rays with Nick Ribbon by His Majesty the Emperor of Japan, honoring his efforts in promoting academic exchanges and deepening economic ties between Malaysia and Japan. In 2008, Tan Sri Sir was appointed by Australia's Prime Minister an Officer of the Order of Australia, one of the country's most prestigious and highest recognitions conferred to a non-citizen. He has also been conferred 12 honorary doctorates by leading universities worldwide. Tan Sri Sir is a member of Harvard University's Global Advisory Council and is the first in Asia to have been recognized 5 times as Forbes Asia Hero of Philanthropy.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me great pleasure to invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Sir Datuk Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia, Chancellor of Sunway University, to open proceedings with his welcome address. Tan Sri.
Professor Steve Thiessen, Vice Chancellor of Lancaster University, Mr. Charles Control, Vice President Asia Pacific, Le Gordon Bleu, distinguished guests and colleagues, and all our graduates, a very good morning to all of you, and my heartiest congratulations to all the graduates here on reaching this significant milestone. This achievement is a testament to your hard work, perseverance, and dedication. As we celebrate your success, please do acknowledge those who have supported you along this journey, including your family, friends, and professors. Let's give them a big round of applause. I would also like to welcome Professor Thiessen and his team from Lancaster University. This year marks the 20th anniversary of our landmark partnership between Sunway University and Lancaster University. Indeed, our long-standing collaborations has grown into one of the largest and most successful transnational education partnerships in the world. With students enrolled in almost 50 undergraduate and postgraduate programs, our Sunway Lancaster collaboration is making high-quality education accessible to students and families in Malaysia. And as for me, this is deeply personal. Growing up, I witnessed firsthand how poverty shut down opportunities for many of my childhood friends who dropped out of school due to the financial hardships of their families. These experiences helped me shape my conviction that high-quality education provides the best route out of poverty and misery. And as the former president of South Africa and Nobel Peace Prize winner, Mr. Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," unquote. And the success of my business career has given me the privilege to set up a foundation to advance quality education and contribute to nation building. And through the Jeffrey Chia Foundation, we have gifted and endowed more than 4 billion ringgit in perpetuity to support this mission. As all of you will know, Sunway University and all the entities under Sunway Education Group are owned and governed by the foundation under a not-for-profit structure. Such a structure ensures all financial surpluses are plowed back into the foundation for research, scholarships, grants, expansion of facilities, and recruitment of top-notch faculty. Not a single cent goes into my pocket or the bank account of my family members. And in fact, I have pledged to give an additional 100 million ringgit a year over the next 5 years to the foundation for a total of another 500 million ringgit. And this gift of $500 million ringgit will lead to one of the largest endowment funds in Malaysia, ensuring that we will continue to provide quality education and produce world-class research in perpetuity. I firmly believe that those who have done well financially have a responsibility to give back to society in a big way. And I intend to fulfill that responsibility for as long as I can. And in other words, the longer I live, the more I will give. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my lifelong dream for Sunway University to one day be known as Harvard or Cambridge of the East. Of course, I am aware that this may not happen in my lifetime, but I am laying the groundwork, the foundation for this vision to be realized by those who come after me. Many of our researchers and professors have cited our not-for-profit structure as a key factor in attracting them to Sunway University. And I believe it is a major reason why we have earned the trust of world-renowned institutions to partner with us. They include, of course, Cambridge, Oxford, and Lancaster University in the UK, as well as Harvard, MIT in Boston, and Arizona State University in the US. I firmly believe that to be the best, we must work with the best and learn from the best. Graduates of Sunway University will have experienced firsthand the benefits of interacting with such experts on a regular basis. And through these collaborations, we are bringing cutting-edge research and world-class knowledge to Malaysia and the region. And our commitment to pursuit of excellence is also reflected in the great strides that Sunway University has made over the years. This year, the UK-based Times Higher Education ranked us among the top 100 universities in Asia. Which is one of only 6 Malaysian universities to achieve this distinction. And the latest Talent Bank Index ranked us the #1 university in Malaysia for graduate employability for the 5th consecutive year. And of course, these achievements reflect the strength of our research ecosystem and the quality of our academic programs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, beyond preparing graduates for their future careers, Sunway University also equips our students with the skills to overcome real-world challenges. One prime example of this mission is our efforts to design a holistic and inclusive approach to resolve quality of life issue in a place called Desa Mentari. Now, Desa Mentari is a public housing scheme just 2 kilometers from Sunway City here, which comprises of 10 blocks of apartments with 26,000 very poor residents. Like many urban poor communities, the residents grapple with challenges such as access to quality education, employment opportunities, social and health issues, as well as the stress and pressures of daily life. This initiative is aimed at working with the community at designing a holistic, inclusive, and innovative blueprint that can be scaled up to address urban poverty at the national and perhaps even regional levels. And our educational partners such as Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, and Lancaster universities are actively involved, and we have received inquiries from regional authorities who are keen to learn more about our initiative. This unique approach to tackle urban poverty reflects our conviction that we need new and innovative approaches to overcome the challenges we face in today's uncertain world. As part of our Campus with a Conscience initiative, I'm proud that many of you were involved in this meaningful program. It demonstrates what it means to be a mission-driven fifth-generation university, where teaching and research are closely connected to the needs of society. And it is this commitment that has earned Sunway University increasing international recognition for advancing the sustainability agenda. In the latest Times Higher Education Sustainability Impact ratings, Sunway University rose to number 45 globally, up from number 81 the previous year. We are now Malaysia's leading private university in the rankings, reflecting our growing international standing as a university that is helping to shape a more sustainable future. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't already know, we have a very special guest here with us this morning. She is none other than Datuk Sri Siti Nurhaliza, one of the most iconic and successful Malaysian artists of all time. Over the course of her illustrious career, she has distinguished herself through amazing talent and inspired millions of Malaysians. As an enduring icon of music and culture, she proved that with hard work, perseverance, and discipline, Malaysians' talent can stand proudly alongside the very best on the international stage. More importantly, she has shown that professional success must also be accompanied by character, grace, and the positive influence we have on others. We are therefore honored to confer upon Datuk Sri Siti Nurhaliza an honorary master's degree in recognition of her outstanding achievement and contribution to the performing arts, the creative industry, and our nation. Dear graduates, I hope all of you will see Datuk Sri Nurhaliza as a role model whose journey reminds us that excellence is built through passion, perseverance, humility, and a lifelong commitment to one's craft. Ladies and gentlemen, I have always believed that a thriving nation or flourishing city is not just about buildings and infrastructure. It is also about its soul. This is why our holistic approach to education places equal emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM, as well as the arts and humanities. It is also the reason why we have built a world-class performing arts center with 1,200 seats at Sunway Square, our latest development located just opposite the Sunway University campus. Sunway University is already home to a mall, twin commercial Sunway Square is already a home to a mall, twin commercial towers, and Sunway Library, the well-designed, the latest 24-hour bookstore in Southeast Asia, overlooking our beautiful South Key Lake. And equipped with state-of-the-art audio and video technologies, our new Performing Arts Center will open this October, and it will complement the Sunway Business School as well as the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences as part of Sunway University expanded campus in Sunway Square. And we look forward to welcoming our Datuk Sri Siti Nurhaliza to perform for us at the Performing Arts Center soon. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years we have built an ecosystem of educational excellence in Sunway City here, comprising 3 top-notch private universities, namely Sunway University, Monash University, Malaysia, which I brought here 26 years ago, and Taylor's University. The 3 universities has come together to form a partnership called the Triple Alliance, where with a student population of more than 65,000 adult students, what is already a vibrant, flourishing, and dynamic environment in Sunway City here. And together with over 5,000 professors and researchers and staffs, it is my hope that this ecosystem can excel in an environment of collaboration, competition, and innovation. I have always believed competition we must have because it brings out the best in you. Collectively, these initiatives contribute towards my vision to deliver quality education and research by creating an education hub in Sunway City that is unique in the country and the region. Such an ecosystem will also strengthen and expand the human capital we need as Malaysia continues its journey towards becoming a developed nation. Dear graduates, as you embark on the next chapter of your life, you enter a world marked by rising geopolitical tensions, increased economic uncertainty, and the growing urgency posed by the climate crisis. And then there is artificial intelligence, or AI, which is poised to impact all aspects of our lives. And according to a report by the World Economic Forum, close to a quarter of all jobs are predicted to be displaced or disrupted by 2030. And even as new roles emerge, the rise of AI and other technology changes will fundamentally reshape the way we work. And for graduates entering the workforce today, this shift is no longer a distant prospect. In an age shaped increasingly by AI, knowledge and technical know-how alone will not be enough. What will truly distinguish us are the human qualities that machines cannot replace, including our ability to exercise sound judgment, show empathy, act with integrity, and demonstrate the courage to do what is right all the time. And at Sunway, our core values are integrity, humility, and excellence. And in addition to critical thinking skills and a future-ready mindset, I trust that your time at Sunway University has also instilled in you our good core values. And in this age of AI, our human values and character will matter even more to our success in navigating this rapidly changing world. At the same time, the rapid pace of technological change means that learning cannot and must not end at graduation. As you progress in your career, I encourage you to stay engaged with your alma mater and cultivate the habit of lifelong learning by taking full advantage of our ecosystem here. Wherever your path may lead, do not measure success by personal achievement alone, but also by the positive difference you make in the life of others. When you leave the campus and set forth on your life's journey, I trust you will do so with integrity as your guide, humility as your virtue, and the pursuit of excellence as your choice. Congratulations once again, and I wish you a bright and successful future ahead. Thank you and have a good day.
The youth of today are always in search of extremes, but it's by maintaining balance that we truly find happiness. Which is why I'm here in Iskandar, Malaysia, to meet with a man that's taken balance to the extreme. By maintaining 40% of local flora and fauna, Sunway has ensured a beneficial harmony between natural surroundings and nurturing experiences. That's right.
Hi, Nick.
You've done it again. I mean, what inspires you? This place is beautiful.
Well, Nick, education is the best way out of poverty. And it is crucial, very, very crucial that we give to our younger generation. I believe that for sustainable development of a nation, it is education. Sunway always lead the way. We walk the talk, and I believe in that very much.
More than 12,000 trees are being tended to in this tree nursery. for every tree removed in the development, one or two more are put back in their place. And naturally, all this hard work starts at the source, the Pendus River. This is the lifeblood of the place, which is why Sunway is working really hard to maintain the water quality, which means the animals and plants that call this place home can continue to live in harmony here. And the lessons learnt can be applied elsewhere in Malaysia. Today, Sunway, tomorrow, the world.
Thank you very much, Yang Berbahagia Chancellor, for that most inspiring speech. Will the candidates who have qualified to receive their awards please stand if you are able? I now invite Professor Sibrandas Popema, President and Vice Chancellor of Sunway University, to make an affirmation.
Chancellor, I certify to you that the candidates who will be presented by the Dean of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management and the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, as well as those candidates not present but listed in the program book, having fulfilled the requirements prescribed for the respective awards, are qualified for admission to degrees of Sunway University. I affirm that these awards shall now formally be conferred upon these candidates through this convocation in the name of the Board of Sunway University.
Thank you, Professor Sibrandas Popema. Graduates, please be seated. Chancellor, members of the board, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite Professor Steve Deason, Vice Chancellor of Lancaster University, to deliver the congratulatory address.
Chancellor, welcome everyone, and to all of you graduating today. It gives me great pleasure to be here at Sunway University celebrating your success. Let me start by congratulating our wonderful graduates for reaching this point. You've made it. Well done. It's wonderful to see so many family and friends and supporters here with you today. I know you will all be feeling justifiably proud of our graduates' achievements. Graduates, today is all about you. It's your special day, a day of celebration which applauds the significant commitments you have given to your studies. The degree certificates that you're going to receive as you walk across the stage today celebrate your academic successes and your subject knowledge. We all recognise that going to university builds a broad range of skills for your lives and your future careers. Not only have you gained subject knowledge, but you've also faced new situations and problems. You've learned how to adapt, and you've shown resilience. You now have the tools to reason, to think critically and analytically, and an ability to be able to present arguments in a persuasive way. You will have experienced the relationship between effort and reward, a demonstration that if you work hard and apply yourself, you will make the most of your talents. And perhaps most importantly, you've learned to live and work with each other, to operate in teams and share triumphs and challenges together, and to receive the rewards of this collective effort. The teamwork you've experienced reflects the partnership which Lancaster and Sunway universities have enjoyed over the past 20 years, a partnership that has deepened and developed and which offers each of you a ticket to success in your careers. Sunway was established from 1987, and there are now over 8,000 students enrolled on programs of study leading to Lancaster and Sunway qualifications. Lancaster is now in its 62nd year. Lancaster is highly ranked across all 3 United Kingdom league tables, including being the top 10 of the Complete University Guide 2027. and we also perform very well in the QS World University Rankings. Of particular note, it is good to report to you that Lancaster is in the top 100 universities in the world for sustainability, and the third year in a row that we've achieved this accolade. Partnerships such as this one are vitally important to Lancaster as a truly world-facing university, and we learn so much from our international partners. Ceremonies similar to this one are taking place around the globe throughout the year, with many proud recipients of Lancaster degrees in Lancaster, in China, in Ghana, and in Germany. At Lancaster, we're particularly proud of our association with Sunway University, our most enduring and most valuable partnership. And together, we've achieved so much in our 20 years together in collaborative research and collaborative education. All of this is a shared effort to increase our understanding of and our responses to the important issues facing the world today. And we're committed to growing that relationship even further. I just mentioned just now to you that you will have learned a lot as members of teams. The close friendships you have forged in your time here will travel with you throughout your lives. And we can help you to stay connected, because today you will become alumni of Lancaster and Sunway universities. You join a community of over 190,000 graduates from virtually every country in the world, a network that will provide support, advice and friendship throughout your lives. To take advantage of the Lancaster Alumni Programme, please sign up online using the QR codes which you'll find in the Convocation programme, and do stay in touch with us. We look forward to seeing and celebrating your future successes. A graduation ceremony is often thought of as celebrating something that marks the end of an era. It's the culmination of years of your hard work. But it's also the start of something exciting. What you've studied and the valuable skills you've learned will remain with you throughout your lives. Today we celebrate each of your achievements, proving that you have the resilience as well as the intelligence to rise to a challenge. The degree you've earned is a passport to a lifetime of opportunities. So as you walk across this stage today, a new chapter opens up for each of you. You're our greatest ambassadors, and you are the people who will shape and lead tomorrow's societies across multiple continents. You make us all proud of what you will achieve, and the world awaits you. Your passion for education brought you to Sunway University. You've achieved what you set out to achieve. Today is a day to celebrate and enjoy this occasion with your family and friends who have played a key part in your successes. Congratulations once again. I wish you all the very best for your future lives. And can we all join together in giving a lovely round of applause to our brilliant graduating students. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence with the award of diplomas. This morning, may I remind all our guests to kindly remain in their seats until the conclusion of the ceremony this afternoon, and we hope you will abide by our humble request to respect the formality of the occasion, the formal element of the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite the Dean of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, Professor Daniel Chong Kal Yong, to present the diplomats and graduates from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management.
Chancellor, it is my honor to welcome to the stage the diplomats and graduates from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management.
I would now like to invite Emeritus Professor Graham Wilkinson, Pro-Chancellor of Sunway University, to award the degrees for the school. Doctor of Philosophy in Hospitality and Tourism, Brian Chen Si Yun. Afsaneh Rostami. Master in International Hospitality Management, Ku Sin Yi. The first recipient of accreditation of prior experiential learning for qualification UPLQ, Ho Yu Ming. Nandena Yakubu Golen. Zainab Musa Makami. Bachelor of Science Honors in Conventions and Events Management, Lu Wei Shan. Su Do Meijin. Tan Ke Yi. Emilia Tomazin de Costa. Jane Tang Si Jing. Jonathan Wu Kin Yuan. Li Zi Han. Lim Chai Shuang. Lo Wan Wei. Teo Yi Hao. Yang Yong Shan. Emily Ravina D'Souza. Jolene Chen Jo Leng. I would now like to invite Mr. Charles Contour, the Vice President Asia Pacific Le Cordon Bleu, to join the Pro-Chancellor to present the Le Cordon Bleu certificates to those who are entitled to receive them. Bachelor of Science Honors in Culinary Management with certification by Le Cordon Bleu. Anisha Rakmadina Putri. Bibi Isha Bularang. Chao Sin Yi. Christopher Chong Tang Wai. Erin Chang Zi Yun. Siriakon Chantara Ari. Wong Kwan Zi. Cheong Jin Zong. Elroy Koo Yun Sun. Gladys Callista Ruli. Hugh Keng Lam. Ignatius Ricky Suryajaya. Jacques Gano Anak Kiking. Logun Yik. Namir bin Muhammad S.M. Rauf. No Michael Nathan. Fang Zibin. Raisa Sabita Sowin. Tay Ling Xuan. Vincent Ryan II, Akas Kutamora. Nelson Magga Winata, Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with certification by Le Cordon Bleu. Brandon Joshua Lau. Kok Wen Si. Lo Yu Pei. Lok Keng Yu. Nicole Lim Jo Yi. Sandra Chong Zi Min. Z Kai Fong Kenrick. Aaron Anthony Gomez. Adrena Yong Yu Wen. Daphne Thian Jia Chi. Fujimoto Mizuki. Fujita Hikaru. Jill Borowski. Usugi Kenichi Lau. Wong Chiao-ru. Keith Wong Guan-wei. Kisandu Gonçal. Wong Zhen-yang. That concludes the presentation of degrees from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Thank you, Pro-Chancellor Emeritus Professor Graham Wilkinson. I would now like to invite Professor Sibrandes Popema, President and Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University, to join Mr. Charles Cointreau, the Vice President Asia Pacific Le Cordon Bleu, to award diplomas for the school. Diploma in Culinary Arts with certification by Le Cordon Bleu. Ahmed Yusri bin Ahmed Tasser. Alexis Wong Kai Lin. Alif Najib Al-Khalik bin Alias. Alia Zulaika binti Rohairi. Aisha Ahmed Samir. Aubrey Justin Bongsu. Chan Jing Yong. Chia Hong Yen. Deandra Mariana Lowe. Eng Zi Xuan. Eunice Lim. Haraz Haiman bin Azli. Jocelyn Bu. Howard. Lim Shenjin. Lim Yi Hui. Marielle Lau Ka Ming. Mallory Ava Violet Musti. Muhammad Aidil Azim bin Ismail. Nasrul Fahmi bin Shahrul Muzamir. Ang Jun Yan. Nicole Lim. Nur Sara Safia binti Zahiruddin Marikan. Ni Chi Yuan. Sutesh Mugilan. Yu Jian Sheng. Diploma in Events Management with certification by Le Cordon Bleu. Ambrose Ling Kai King. Chang Ki Yang. Charlize Siu Tong En. Anson Tiong Yi Sun. Go Brittany. Kang An Chen. Lee Jia Hee. Lee Kok Pei. Liang Yu Zheng. Liu Xin Hui. Leon Lai Guan Yu. Ng Guan Sheng. Tan Yan Jun. Teng Li Yi. Wei Jun Yu. Yong Kwong Yu. Chen Jia Yin. Diploma in Hotel Management with certification by Le Cordon Bleu. Aishat Malak binti Hassan Soba. Chu Jing Yao. Devon Leonardo Lim. Ho Chun Hao. Ho Wan Yi. Ivan Chi. Liao Wei Hao. Muhammad Rakin bin Muhammad Fadil Helmi. On Wei Heng. Rachel Leah Tessera. Yong Sin Yi. That concludes the presentation of diplomats from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management.
Thank you, Professor Sibrandes Popema. Thank you, Mr. Charles Control. And thank you, Professor Daniel Chong Ka Leong. Ladies and gentlemen, we would certainly encourage you to stay for the remainder of this morning's convocation ceremony. Perhaps none more importantly than at this particular point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather to celebrate this truly momentous occasion, we are indeed very delighted and honored to present a special performance to mark the significance of today's ceremony. Please bear with us as we set up things. Now, you would have heard our Chancellor mention a little earlier that we are indeed very honored to have with us our Bidwanita Negara, Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza. So please join us in extending a very, very warm welcome to Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza as she graces the stage with what promises to be a truly memorable performance. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together.
Setiap langkahku telah membawaku jadi diriku dengan segala baik kurangku. Setiap tatap yang ku jumpa, kasih yang tercipta beri makna untuk selamanya. Walau hidup tak sempurna, ku bersyukur apa adanya. Tawa dan air mata pun jadi sejarah. Assalamualaikum and very good morning, everyone. I am truly honored and grateful to receive this award. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sri Siti Nohaliza, for your beautiful performance. Let us give another round of applause, please. We would also like to extend our sincere appreciation and thanks to Dato' Khaled Muhammad Jiwa, the loving and supportive husband of Dato' Sri Siti Nohaliza. Thank you so much for joining us today as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Professor Meiko S.L. Santiella, to present the graduates and diplomats from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences.
Chancellor, it is my honor to welcome to the stage the graduates and diplomats for awards from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences.
I now invite the Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University, Professor Abhimanyu Virakumarasivam, to introduce the recipient of the Honorary Master of Creative Arts and Media, honoris causa, of Sunway University to the Chancellor.
Chancellor, they are artists who achieve commercial success. They are artists who define an era. And then there are those who have just heard are voices who become the soundtrack of a nation. For more than 3 decades, Dato' Sri Siti Nohaliza binti Tarudin has been all three. From a 16-year-old who captivated the nation through Bintang HMI to becoming Malaysia's first Biduanita Negara in over 2 decades, her journey has mirrored Malaysia's own cultural confidence, bold, authentic, and proudly Malaysian. Today, she stands as Malaysia's and Southeast Asia's most celebrated recording artist. More than 360 awards from all over the world, more than 20 solo albums, over 6 million records sold, 42 Anugerah Industry Music Awards, 31 Anugerah Bintang Popular Awards, 28 Anugerah Planet Music Awards, 4 MTV Asia Awards, 3 World Music Awards, 5 Malaysia Book of Records. Her greatest achievements cannot be reduced by numbers. Her artistic legacy has inspired scholarly research and academic publications internationally, including Berkeley, underscoring her lasting impact on music, culture, and society. And she has celebrated our triumphs, comforted our heartbreaks, united our families, and carried the beauty of Malaysia and our culture onto this world stage. And what makes her truly deserving of this honor is not merely her success, it's the values behind that success. Despite her unparalleled fame, she has remained gracious, humble, generous, and deeply committed to giving back through philanthropy, entrepreneurship, and education. Just like our Chancellor, she has shown that excellence is not simply about reaching the top, it's about creating opportunities for others to rise alongside you. In many ways, her journey reflects that of Sunway. Like Dato' Sri Siti Nohaliza, ours is a story built not on privilege, but on perseverance. A story of believing that world-class excellence can emerge from Malaysia while remaining proudly rooted in our values, humility, integrity, and excellence. And a story to continuously reinvent ourselves without ever losing sight on who we are. The opening of the Jeffrey Chia Performing Arts Center at Sunway Square marks more than the launch of a new building. It signals our ambition to help shape the future of Malaysia's creative industries. At Sunway University, we believe that the next generation of artists, performers, storytellers, and creative entrepreneurs deserve an education that is inspiring as their aspirations. With world-class facilities, global opportunities, and the privilege of working with and learning from the best, we are therefore especially honored that Dato' Sri Siti Nohaliza has agreed to walk this journey with us. Her association with Sunway University is not simply honorary. It's an investment in the future of Malaysian creativity. Together, we will inspire, mentor, and empower the next generation of artists, performers, storytellers, and culture leaders so that the next voice to become the soundtrack of our nation may well begin its journey here at Sunway. And for our graduates today, this is quite simply bukan konvo biasa. Chancellor, members of the board, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to present a Malaysian icon whose extraordinary contributions to the arts have inspired millions, elevated our nation's cultural heritage, and whose partnership with Sunway will help shape the next generation of creative talent and leaders. I'm delighted to present, for the conferment of Honorary Master of Creative Arts and Media, Honoris Causa of Sunway University, Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza binti Tarudin.
Thank you, Professor Abhimanyu Veera Kumarasivan, Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University. May I now invite Professor Sibrandis Popema, President and Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University, to vest the Honorary Master's Hood upon Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza. Thank you very much, Professor Sibrandis Popema, President and Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia, Chancellor of Sunway University, to confer the Honorary Master of Creative Arts and Media, honoris causa, and to present the certificate to Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza.
In recognition of your exceptional achievements, profound influence, and distinguished contributions to the advancement of creative arts and the media industry, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the board and with the approval of the Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia, I have the honor to confer upon you the degree of Honorary Master of Creative Arts and Media, honoris causa, with all the rights, privilege, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Thank you. That concludes the presentation of the Honorary Master of Creative Arts and Media, honoris causa. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Sri Sir Dr. Jeffrey Chia, Chancellor of Sunway University. And once again, please join me in congratulating Dato Sri Siti Nurhaliza. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now resume the second segment of presentation of graduates and diplomats from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. I would now like to invite the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Professor Meiko Excel Santiago, to come forward to greet the graduates.
I would now like to invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia, Chancellor of Sunway University, to award the degrees for the faculty. Master of Arts in Visual Communication and Media Studies, Amanda Fung Hui Yin. Eugenia Chongzi Chi. Bachelor of Arts, Honours, Contemporary Music, Audio Technology, Boshita Masahiro. Cheong Ka Fung. Edmund Kwan Yek Man. Jeremy Tan Jian Wei. Moi Jin Ming. Eng Chi Zhen. Chan Jun Hui. Farah Alia binti Muhammad Fahmi. Jesslyn Lim Jia Wen. Li Sheng Shen. Lim Yang Han. Lau Hui Ping. Tang Kwok Fung. Tae Shu Hong. Tam Jun Man. Bachelor of Arts, Honours, Music Performance, Crystal Ling Ji Yi. Li Chi Wei. I would now like to invite Professor Steve Decent, Vice Chancellor of Lancaster University, to join the Chancellor in conferring the degrees validated by Lancaster University upon those who are entitled to receive them. Bachelor of Arts, Honours, Digital Film Production with a degree validated by Lancaster University. Li Kai Xuan. Ui Yi Xuan. Chu Yun Han. Ellen Harliman. Fakira binti Amar. Javen Kung Shun Sheng. Li Jin Zhu. Leon Makaza. Mahavignesan anak lelaki Raja Pubati. Tan Li Xuan. To Guan Kit. Bachelor of Arts, Honours, Design Communication, with a degree validated by Lancaster University, Alicia binti Amran. Danelle Tan Wei Ching. Fu Ke Lee. Gan Chun Wei. Ivy Yo Hui Ning. Jolin Tae Yi Hui. Jocelyn T. Shin Ru. Kelvin Sam Kok Seong. Hu Xian Lin. Lim Wen Hui. Marissa Ganesan. Ong Jia Yi. Ui Vin Si. Sabina Bay. Tan Hoi Yin. Tan Shin Ru. Wang Junwei. Yap Jae Yin. Agalia Devi anak perempuan Selvarajan. Amitesh anak lelaki Suntarana Lingam. Kamen Go Jia Ying. Chin Chuan Ni. Chin Cheng Sun. Ethelyn Tae Shu Yun. Fong Shi Chi. Haikal Hazrin bin Hazmi. Harry Lau Ming Kiat. Ilhan Gabriel bin Sharafuddin. J. Shri Caroline May, anak perempuan Hari Navin Christopher. Liu Peggy. Lisa Limsey Tong. Lim Zu Yi. Lau Gun Swen. So Hui Shin. Sua Yu Hen. Wang Hui Shi. Wong Wei Chi, Yo Pui Man, Aloysius Wong Feng Rong, Lim Yi Jun, Ngoni Zunzanika, Tan Yun Yi, Tu Jia Wei, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Interior Architecture with a degree validated by Lancaster University, Li Jiawei, Noel Cheong Yen Ping, Sim Zi Chi, Vijay Tarsini anak perempuan Vivekanandaran, Adrina Hua Chian Wei, Alisa Hua Chian Wen, Chan Ki En, Chiam Yan Zhen, Go Shi Hui, Jumana Zahir Hassan Abbas, Ko Jia Ru, Lao Yi Fan, Mei Yip Wen Yi, Eng Suk Sian, Eng Zi Yun, Nur Patricia Arisa binti Muhammad Kamarul Hisham, Ringa Latifa Wijumantra, Ruth Sonia Nalubega, Somesha Dinarain, Su Yi Ki, Tan Jong Chin, Tang Ziyi, To Jia Chi, Wong Hui Yi, Yap Ken Tung, Chia Ru Yi Karen, Kavya Denali Sayakaragi Fernando, Kayla Saraswati Cristianto, Magdalene Lee Chao Yi, Maliha Anjumwani, Eng Hui Yi, Punita Rajendran, Sana Feroz Ibrahim. Seshatri anak lelaki Murugashan. Maria Akram Khan. That concludes the second segment of presentation of degrees from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia, Chancellor of Sunway University. And thank you, Professor Steve Decent. I would now like to invite Emeritus Professor Graham Wilkinson, Pro-Chancellor of Sunway University, to award the degrees for the faculty. And I would also like to invite Professor Kendi Guantai, Dean of Culture and Inclusion of Lancaster University, to join the Pro-Chancellor in conferring the degrees validated by Lancaster University upon those who are entitled to receive them. Bachelor of Honours in Communication with a degree validated by Lancaster University. Amanda Lee Ka-Vun. Carmen Te Ka-Mun. Jody Ki Suk Shing. Joyce Chua Wen Yuan. Liao Ziqi. Tan Ru Hui. Tan Chu Wen. Tong Jin Shui. An Yok Seok Shin. Brandon Tam Kai Wing. Chin Hui Ping. Desiree Lim Shao Yin. Elvis Jong Tek Singh. Fu Yong Chong. Go Wei Jian. Heng Yen Mei. Hui Suk Ching. Huda Afika Suhaimi binti Othman. Jin Heyman McKillop. Joshua Johan Beckler. Kabila Shan anak lelaki Shan Mugam. Kok Jian Chi. Kwa Yi Lin. Lim Kai Eun. Lydia Chan Lee Eun. Nicholas Pang Yu Jun. Nicole Agnes Lee. Rahimatul Azira Rahim Azlan. Shashank Shankar. Xia Shuni. Siti Nur Hazira binti Abdul Hamid. Tan Liang Yun. Tong Pei Xuan. Vinny Viji. Wong Jingjie. Wong Wei Leng. Yap Zi Yi. Yong Zi Xuan. Nurul Nadia Amelia Ramle. Ryuta Nozaki. Tan Yi Hong. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Advertising and Branding with a degree validated by Lancaster University. Ang Ji Lin. Chong Chi Wai. Chong Kok Hins Isaac. Emily Seo Ching Si. Lau Hui Shin. Lui Yu Zhou. Rian Yu Xin Yan. Ryan Lo Yung Jin. Sin Yan Ming. Yao Chin Yi. Adnan Anwar Otupali. Alana C. I. Lee. Ang Chian Hui. Annabelle Yo Yu Ling. Aramis bin Nazizi. Caleb Ling Yi Shi. Charmaine T. Shin Yi. Chen Yi Leng. Chu Yun Chen. Chia Jia En. Chin Yi Feng. Chung Ying. Chua Wen Chuan. Chua Chuanzi. Damon Hui Lap Feng. Dylan Mao Tan Shui. Dina Ho Zi Jin. Evelyn Ko Yi Jun. Jolin Chua. Kamil Azhar bin Zaki Faris. Keshiga. Kimberly Shannon Chiu Yan Lin. Ko Pei Ying. Ku Ganesh anak lelaki Ganesalingam. Kung Li Zan. Lai Xin Ji. Li Shu Xuan. Liao Qian Lin. Lim Zi Wei. Lo Jia Chi. Lu Jia Ying. Nelly Yap Xin Li. Ui Zining. Pam Si Eng. Pang Yi Xuan. Pang Yin Ying. Pon Zi Xuan. Tan Keating. Valentina Aurelia Tanza. Wong Wing Xuan. Yang Sweat Jing. Yap Chu Yu. Yong Xie Wei. Yong Xin Yin. Yao Xiaojun. Kong Yi Wei. Lao Chu Heng. Lo Xiang Ying. That concludes the third segment of the presentation of degrees validated by Lancaster University. Thank you, Emeritus Professor Graham Wilkinson, Pro-Chancellor of Sunway University. And thank you, Professor Candy Goentai. I would now like to invite Professor Sibrandis Popema, President and Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University, to award the diplomas for the faculty. Diploma in Graphic and Multimedia Design, Amira Dani binti Muhammad Yazwin Irfan. Charmaine Leong En Hui. Chu Zi Ying. Chung Zi Yung. Eng Chi Ming. Faris Yiju Seo. Hannah C. Kissel. Ho Heng Yi. Hebe Yong Fong Yi. Hilary Tiu Wei Xuan. Jessica Wong Yi Jing. Kashwini anak perempuan Vigneswaran. Khadijah Sakira binti Syamsul Anwar. Ko Heng. Kimberly To Mei Teng. Lee Ka Yan. Li Ping. Lee Win Shin. Lung Tian Yu. Myra Christina binti Muhammad Khairi. Xia Yi Ting. Sunway Eun. Su Jing Hao. Sua Yong Yang. Ting Pei Huan. Wang Yong Sheng. Wang Zi Kin. Yap Li Ying. Diploma in Interior Design. Alpha Yong Chan Ji. Cecilia T. Lee Ling. Chang Su Ho. Chin Ka Yen. Fong Jia Ming. Hafizur Rahman bin Sata Mohammed. Janice Yap Ailin. Ku Ding Han. Lee Jia Kit. Lee Shu-man. Lee Zung-jin. Lo Chi-ming. Mohammed Laik Ahmed. Eung Jin Wei. Nur Hayati Yahya Munib Al-Najim. Pon Hao Er. Tariq Mohammed Ahmed. Teo Jun Long. Vishal Varman, anak lelaki Teva Kumar. Yim Zen Chuan. Yvonne T. Jia Yi. Zia Fatima Hussein Ali. Zulaika binti Zahir. Diploma in Performing Arts. Chloe Lim Jia Wei. Harishan, anak lelaki Bala Subramaniam. Jerilane Liao Yi Hui. Lai Wen Yu. Lian Ming Kwan. Lo Wei Hin. Nelson Chua Xiang Jian. Tang Liang. Wong Sun Hei. Aditya Narayan Kugan. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the presentation of diplomates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sibrandas Popema, and thank you, Professor Meko Axel Sandiea. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite the Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University, Professor Abhimanyu Virakumara-Sivam, to introduce to the Chancellor the recipients of the Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Scholastic Awards and the Lancaster University Chancellor's Medal.
Chancellor, members of the board, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce the special awards presented to the most outstanding academic achievers of today's ceremony. The Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Scholastic Awards represent the highest academic distinction conferred by Sunway University. They are reserved for graduates who have demonstrated sustained academic excellence throughout their studies, the very best of Sunway University. The Lancaster University's Chancellor's Medal was established in 2004 to commemorate Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra's 40 years of service as the university's founding chancellor. It is one of Lancaster University's most prestigious student honors, awarded each year to only a selected few graduates whose achievements are truly exceptional, the very finest Lancaster has to offer. It is now my distinct honor to introduce these exceptional graduates who have earned these prestigious distinctions. May I now invite Professor Dato Dr. Elizabeth Lee, a member of Sunway University Board of Directors, to present the Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Scholastic Awards. Chancellor, I present to you the following scholars who have qualified for the Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Scholastic Awards. For the Bachelor of Science Honours in Culinary Management, Chao Sin Yi. Bachelor of Science, Honors in International Hospitality Management, Sandra Chong Zi Min. Diploma in Culinary Arts, DeAndre Mariana Lowe. Diploma in Events Management, Tan Yan Jun. Master of Arts in Visual Communication and Media Studies, Amanda Fung Hui Yin. Bachelor of Arts, Honors Contemporary Music Audio Technology, Boshita Masahiro. Bachelor of Arts, Honors Digital Film Production, Ui Yi Xuan. Bachelor of Arts, Honors in Interior Architecture, Vijayadarshini Vivekanandan. Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Joyce Chua Wen Yuan. Diploma in Graphic and Multimedia Design, Hilary Tu Wei Xuan. Diploma in Interior Design, Vishal Varman Devakumar. Diploma in Performing Arts, Geraldine Liao Yi Hui. Chancellor, I now invite Professor Steve Decent, Vice Chancellor of Lancaster University, to join Professor Dr. Elizabeth Lee to award the Chancellor's Medal. Chancellor, I now present the scholar who has attained the highest academic honors of both Sunway University and Lancaster University, the recipient of the Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Scholastic Award and the Lancaster University Chancellor's Medal, for the Bachelor of Arts Honors in Advertising and Branding, Rian Yu Xin Yan. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of recipients of the Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Jeffrey Chia Scholastic Awards and the Lancaster University Chancellor's Medal.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Elizabeth Lee, and thank you very much, Professor Steve Decent. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Professor Abhimanyu Veera Kumarasivam, Provost and Deputy Vice Chancellor of Sunway University, to present our valedictorian.
Chancellor, members of the board, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of this graduating class from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Ms. Rian Yu Xin Yan. Rian embodies the creative spirit of the Sunway graduate, someone who understands that the best ideas are not simply seen or heard, but felt. Today, she graduates with a first-class honors in advertising and branding, and in 2025, she won an award at Malaysia's premier student creative competition, the Kancil Cooler Portfolio Review. Creativity, however, is only meaningful when it creates impact. As a brand storyteller and digital strategist, Rianne has already created campaigns for internationally renowned luxury and consumer brands, produced content that has attracted more than 25 million organic views, and built her own brand with customers in over 20 countries. That's not just creativity, that's entrepreneurship in action. Yet, perhaps the story that says the most about Rianne is not one she created for a client. In 2024, Rianne founded the Cat Club My platform, helping abandoned cats finding loving homes. After all, every great brand deserves a good story, but every cat deserves a good home. Sunwayans like Rianne reminds us that creativity is not simply about building brands. It is about building communities, inspiring actions, and making a positive difference. At the most happening campus and a campus with a conscience, we believe talent finds its highest purpose when it's used in service of others. As our Chancellor often reminds us, we strive to do well by doing good. There's so much more that could be said, but in summary, Rianne is an outstanding graduate whose imagination has been matched by purpose, whose success has been guided by compassion, and who, like all our Sunway graduates today, simply a class above. Chancellor, it is now my great pleasure to invite Ms. Rianne Yu Shin Yen to deliver her valedictory address.
Testing. Ooh, this is kind of nerve-wracking. Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, members of the board, President and Vice-Chancellor of Sunway University, Vice-Chancellor of Lancaster University, Vice President for Asia Pacific at Lure Cotton Blue, distinguished guests, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. 3 years ago, if you would have asked me where I would be, I probably would have said 30,000 feet in the air. I actually applied to Singapore Airlines just 1 month before entering into Sunway. You know, to live the dream, the young dream of making money while traveling. Continuing my degree honestly really wasn't part of the plan. I always grew up believing that making money was the most important thing in life. But my mom, shout out to my mom, she actually encouraged me to apply to universities offering scholarships. So to my parents, Mama and Papa, thank you for always giving me the opportunity to try new things. And the Jeffrey Cha Foundation, because they believed in me before I even had the chance to fully believe in myself. Today, I would like to express my greatest, deepest gratitude to Tan Sri Dato Sri Sir Dr. Jeffrey Chia and the Jeffrey Cha Foundation. Thank you so much for investing in students like me. Your generosity opens doors that we never even thought existed and gives us the confidence to dream beyond our means. I think some of you here, especially the Gen Z girlies, may know me as the girl who does very honest reviews on TikTok. So today, in true fashion, I thought I would give you my most honest review yet, which is on Sunway University. Let's start with, well, the lecturers. So the lecturers, they somehow made me question every single creative decision I've ever made. Maybe I might have disliked them for a little bit back then, but looking back now, I thank them for it. The assignments were character building, mostly because they taught us that I'll start tomorrow is a very dangerous lie. And just so you know, even me as a valedictorian standing here, I still started my assignments with just 1 week left to the due date. I'm sorry to my lecturers who are hearing this. Now, the people and the environment. My peers were constantly pushing the boundaries, which pushed me to be even more creative. At Sunway, you're surrounded by peers who are creating something far bigger than you. Whether it's starting a business, producing films, winning competitions, or simply just chasing ambitious ideas. Being around people like that naturally pushes you to become even better, and to be honest, maybe become a little bit more kiasu as well. To be honest, the best thing that happened to me in Sunway weren't only in the syllabus, but I got to represent Sunway in competitions, work with real clients, and even build a career before I even graduated. Every opportunity came with some sort of imposter syndrome, wondering if I was truly good enough to be here. But every experience reminded me that growth never ever comes inside your comfort zone. Those opportunities taught me lessons that no textbook ever could. Somehow, like Prof mentioned, I became the very first Sunway University to win a cultural award in the portfolio category. So I just want to say shout out to Dr. Z and Dr. Fahiza for making that possible if they're anywhere here. Shout out, thank you so much. It is honestly quite ironic because 3 years ago, I wasn't even sure that I'll be coming into university. So the very big question, the final verdict as someone who does honest reviews for a living, should you commit to Sunway? Yes, I actually do 100% recommend Sunway. Although, I would suggest making the library chairs a little bit more comfortable so we can take those 20-minute power naps in between classes. But other than that, I would rate it a 5 stars. Today, I realize that I'm not graduating as the smartest person in this room, but someone who is far more resilient, more curious, more ambitious than the person who arrived here. To my fellow graduates, today we all wear the same gown, but each and every one of us carries a different story on how we got here. Through every challenge, deadlines, every single doubt, and every night you spent crying over your assignments, we kept showing up, and today we made it. So just give yourself a round of applause for that. Yeah. To our families, to our lecturers and friends, thank you so much for believing in us and walking this journey with us. Class of 2026, as we step into the next chapter, it's okay not to have everything figured out. But don't let the uncertainty stop you from saying yes to opportunities. Whether it's the role that scares you, the competition that you don't even think you'll win, or the dream that you've been holding back on. We may not know what comes next, but let's never forget the people we became and the memories we made here at Sunway. Before we leave, let's remember this moment, because one day, it'll be the memories that we miss the most. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Go out there and make your story worth telling. Please don't be a stranger if you ever see me around. Rian here, signing off.
Thank you very much, our valedictorian, Rian Yu. Chancellor, it now gives me very great pleasure to invite Professor Dr. Elizabeth Lee, a member of the Sunway University Board of Directors, to formally welcome the graduates as members of Sunway alumni.
Chancellor, thank you for the honor to address our freshly minted graduates. I am absolutely delighted and honored today to welcome you all, the newest members of our Sunway alumni family. For those of you wearing a mortarboard, you may now officially switch the position of your tassel from the right to the left, next to your heart. Congratulations. My dear graduates, as you go forth into your careers and future lives, remember to take with you the core values of Sunway. Number one, strive for excellence in everything that you do. Number two, uphold the highest standards of integrity. And number three, act with humility in order that you will always be truly valued and appreciated by all. Our Sunway Alumni Relations team warmly welcomes you with open arms and hearts today, and we hope that you will stay connected and have many future engagements with us. May I thank you and your parents for choosing Sunway for your studies and wish you every success in the future. And rest assured that your alma mater, Sunway University, will always be here for you. Once a Sunwayan, always a Sunwayan. And remember the way of the sun, and that it is the brightest star in the galaxy. So, let's celebrate the end of today's ceremony with gratitude and some fun from our brightest new stars, shall we? So, first of all, graduates, can you all please rise? We are going to do two things. The first is to honor your parents, the people who have made it possible for you to be here today. Will you all turn to them, your parents, guardians, and family members, and friends as well? And when I say 1, 2, 3, bow, will you give them a deep bow of appreciation? Ready? 1, 2, 3, bow. That was beautifully done. Okay, now let's get to the fun part. The second part is the cap toss. Parents, family members, are you ready with your cameras? Yeah? Yes, better take those clips off from your caps. So, listen up. I'm going to say hip, hip, hooray, 1, 2, 3, throw, and you throw it as high as you can. See whether you can throw higher than yesterday and the day before. All right? But there's a catch. You must make sure you catch it back. Don't aim it at anyone, all right? Only up into the air and then catch it back, because later on you have to return your caps. Okay? Are you ready? Graduates ready? Cameras ready? All right. Hip, hip, hooray. 1, 2, 3, throw! All right. Well done. Congratulations once again, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Elizabeth Lee. Chancellor, that brings to a close the formal proceedings of this ceremony. May I take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduates and to thank everyone for joining us today and for witnessing this very special occasion. Graduates, please note the course certificate is available for collection at the Certificate Collection Booth, Rooftop Terrace, Level 1 of the Graduate Center. You will also be able to receive a soft copy of your certificate and an open cert by email next week. The open cert file is a tamper-proof digital certificate that verifies your completion of the course and can be shared with potential employers or other interested parties and is instantly verifiable online. You may visit the Sunway University website for more information. It would be appreciated if all guests and graduates would remain in their places until the stage party has left the amphitheater. After the conclusion of the ceremony, we invite all graduates to take advantage of the facilities on offer here at the Sunway Lagoon Theme Park, our Sunway hotels, or even back on campus to meet your lecturers and to take pictures on the Sunway field. Stage party graduates, ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you're able to. The academic procession will now retire. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a close the formal proceedings of this ceremony. On behalf of the Chancellor, we'd like to extend our congratulations to the graduates. Graduates, can I hear you make some noise, please? No, not enough. I need more. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Thank you very much, and we hope you have a pleasant day, and we see you back on campus if you are coming back to campus later this evening. Thank you, everyone. Now, for all our guests, we have found a white bag. If anyone has lost a white bag, kindly approach me here. Once again, an announcement for Lost and Found. There is a white bag that has been found. If you are the owner of the bag, please come forward. Thank you.